And finally, in a forthright manner, their curly girl said, "Well, if it's all the same to you, and I guess even if it isn't, I still believe it's all quite great, if you'll allow me to pontificate. In fact, I believe it's magnificate." At that point, Millie's dad, Andrew, got flustered and slightly angrified. He felt compelled to say, and said, "But, Millie, a piece of granite, a slug, a dead patch of grass, a rotten half apple, an anthill, a rusted hinge, a thistle? You think these are all magnificwhistle? Even a broken down has-been bus with moss and mushrooms and mush and mud growing gluckly inside?" Before Millicent could answer, her mother Lucille added, "These yucksome yicks? These icksome bluckies? These ucky uggs? You cannot like them. They should make you say, 'Oh, pew,' not 'Oh, my, ooh. I like them, I do.' It's more correct to exclaim, 'Shoo,' or 'Phew.' When you come across such bluckies, or gucksomely icky stickies." Before Millicent could answer, her dad, named Andrew, added, "Why, I dare say, dear, it's quadruple ridiculous to call all these things magnificulous. Some were interesting, I'll grant you that. Curious things for curiosities, but nothing more." Now, Millicent, really, they were nothing more. Finally, Millie was able to say something on her own behalf. "But, Dad, look at your handsome nose. And, Mom, your good strong teeth. And, Dad, your twispy wispy eyebrows. And, Mom, your dirty white shorts. Why, Spritzer, look at your own wagging tail. And, Cuddle-me-coo, what magnificent whiskers. And me, myself and I? My, what magnificent sly ideas I get. What ways and how fast I can climb that fence." Millicent took a good long breath and excitedly continued, "And Dad, Andrew, you can carry so much. And Mom, the way you sing so sweet. And Dad, the way you choke at the table. And Spritzer, the way you scratch at the door. It is magnificent, I say, the way Cuddle-me-coo cuddlesomely cuddles into you." Millicent took another long, big breath, for she had so much to say, then said, "You know, this morning I remembered going to that park, the one named Stanley Tyranley, and that statue woman pouring water from a jug, and all those coins tossed into the fountain, silver and copper and gold and bronze, all those wishes sitting together. And then that jumbo jetliner gadzooming through the sky, and all those people aboard. It was a grand moment, one that I remember, although I don't know exactly why." Andrew and Lucille fell completely silent. Even Spritzer and Cuddle-me-coo and Pippi next door fell completely silent. Millicent noticed that both her parents were, yes, very much smiling. But why, you ask? But why? Well, let me tell you. After listening to Millicent rhapsodize, philosophize, and explain, Andrew and Lucille were strangely and utterly dumbfoundedly convinced, bamboozled, perplexed, and finally won over with wide eyes anew. Andrew, Millie's very dear father, who had a toothsome grin, then said, "The most magnificent one is you, Millicent the Magnificent. We're so very glad we have you, sweetness, that you are our magnificent daughter. Lucille, Milly's very dear mother, smiled in agreement, with a shade of a tear in her eye.